Hey guys, welcome to another weekly update. Today we're going to be doing a fertilizing and watering day. So we're going to get that started. I'm going to mix a few organic fertilizers together for my peppers and tomatoes and squash plants, not fertilizing any of the legume families. And I'm going to put in some acid-friendly, acid-lover fertilizers for my berries, my blueberry especially. So let's get started. All right, first thing, we're gonna come over to my fertilizing cabinet. For my tomatoes, peppers, and other regular vegetables, we're gonna use some veg fertilizer, organic tomato veg fertilizer. That is 364 for the NPK. We'll use some of that. We'll use some blood meal just for that high nitrogen value, so we get some good greenery happening. We're not putting bubbles, no. We're going to use a little bit of the all-purpose, just good 444, nice and balanced. I'm going to mix these all up so we get a good balance of different nutrients. The organic nutrients are going to have other things, not just nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. They'll have all the other micronutrients in them as well. Then we're going to use some bone meal. So that's going to have the 412.0 NPK value, but gives our plants a whole lot of other nutrients that they need. So we're going to mix all those together. For the berries, we're going to use Force Berry Tone. For my blueberries specifically, we'll add a little bit of soil acidifier to it. Citrus plants are going to get just a little bit more citrus mix today. And I think that's it. And I might actually, because I'm a container gardener, only containers here. And they don't have access to the earth and all of the microorganisms that live in the earth. All of these organic fertilizers are going to take time to decompose, and they need our little microbe friends to decompose them, and they're on short supply of our little microbe friends. So these organic fertilizers, they're fabulous, they're great. Everyone everywhere recommends organic fertilizers, obvious reasons, but because we're in a container gardener and we don't have quite as many microbe friends as you do in the earth, we're going to do something real controversial and add some inorganic fertilizer to our tomatoes and peppers and squash plants and other things so that they have a little bit of a kickstart right now. And then all of our organic ones that take time to break down can do their thing in a couple of weeks. So yes, I am using Miracle-Gro. You can yell at me, it's okay. Add comments. Comments are good. All comments, good and bad. All right, I'm gonna get to mixing these and then I will get to applying. All right guys, so I've already put in just a little bit of our fluorescent blue chemical fertilizer Miracle-Gro. This one's water soluble, so it'll be immediately available. I'm not putting a lot, just a little bit. Don't freak out. This is going to be spread around all of the plants. Bone meal. I'm going to put in a bit of that. Blood meal. I'm going to put in a good handful of that and just mixing them all up. A couple scoops of that one. All purpose. Put in a little bit of that. Just a good even mixture of all the good stuff. And the veg one. So we want all of our tomatoes and peppers to be fruiting well. Okay. Mix, mix, mix. Let's find something to mix with. Aha. Do that. Let's do a little bit of mixy. There we go. Now that's mixing. right, nicely mixed up. So we have some inorganic chemical minefield of Miracle Grow that'll give an instant boost, and we've got all of our nice, lovely organic stuff. This mixture is going to go on all of our traditional annual vegetable garden section. All right, let's get to it. You can get a little bit, and then of course mix it in. Fertilizing is the one time when I'll actually use gloves in the garden. We can give it to our rosemary. Probably not necessary, but you guys let me know. I'm going to just put in a little bit down there. Pepper plant, absolutely necessary. Give you a little bit. There we go. Mix, mix. Okay. Yes, it's still on the surface. I know. Terrible. Terrible plant mom over here. All right. Mixed up just a little bit. Anything in the legume family, no fertilizer. No. Legumes, no fertilizer. Wildflowers, no fertilizer. Basil, fertilizer. Okay. Mix. That, I don't think that's a basil. It came up, I don't know. This is basil. We know that's basil. That, not basil. That one there, probably not basil, because that's basil. But, okay, we let it live. Carrots. They're a little young. Should I do it? I'm going to do just a sprinkle. And then we'll just sprinkle the top of them. Okay. They're a little young. I'm not going to mix those up. Same with the spinach. I'm going to give a little bit, but we're not going to mix it. We're just going to water that in. Okay? We'll make sure it's not like actually on the leaves. Okay. Tomatoes, fertilizer. Okay, so y'all remember how I planted way too many in everything? That's not doing so great. That's not doing so great. That's kind of okay, but look at this one. Wow, when you plant too many, you leave yourself room for things to go wrong. Sweetie tomatoes over here. I was just looking at this earlier. We had a whole thing of mushrooms come up that have since died off. That's okay. That's good. That means that there's fungus in here. That means there's mycelium in here. That's a good thing. I like that. Mix. Okay. When we figure out which one's going to actually be our one tomato, we'll pluck the other ones out. Lettuces. I don't really think they need a lot, but we'll give a little bit. Sprinkle a little bit, and when I water it, it'll get watered in. Okay. You don't want it right on the leaves. There we go. Spinach. You're going to get a little bit, not like right on the leaves. We'll water it. We're going to water. Don't worry. Some down here. Swiss chard spinach happening over here. Okay. Chamomile. I mean, really, it's a wildflower, sort of, so no. Arugula. Put you a little bit here. Okay, we get you off the leaves. There we go. Summer squash, looking a little yellow, right? Just a little yellow. Let's fix it. Okay. Off leaves. Mix. Put it in. Okay. Beans, do not fertilize. No. Bush beans, no fertilize. Cucumbers, fertilize. Tomatillos, fertilize. Alright guys, all the fertilizers are applied. Now it is time to water it. I'm going to get the hose going. I'm going to put it on a shower setting and we're going to water.
Alright, I'm going to add in just an overlay audio recording on this one particular section. You guys see the beer cans on the ground and in the garden bed and everything. Yeah, I know, you see them. They're not mine. Okay? Should I be a good human, pick them up, throw them away? Probably. But they're the neighbors. And I'm just being kind, watering this watering bed, this bed of things. I'm not cleaning up after my neighbors. Okay? They've got a giant tub full of cans to recycle. They collect them until they recycle them. I don't want to pick them up. If I picked them up, I'd be picking them up every day. So I just leave them. And sometimes we got beer cans in our garden. But I'm being nice watering their stuff. That's it. That's all I'm doing. Alright. Anyway, we're done watering. We'll see you in the next update video. See ya. Bye.